surreal, too intellectual, very slow. That is what NBC said about Star Trek's original pilot, The Cage. So NBC decided to greenlight a second pilot, and that's how we got Where No Man Has Gone Before. But the confusion of all of this seems to be about where that episode places itself in the history of the first season of Star Trek. According to the series, it aired the pilot episode, Where No Man Has Gone Before, in the third week of the first season's run. The manned trap became the first episode. And the problem with this is that if you look at the sets and the uniforms, they don't work with the history and the time flow of the series. The bridge from the man trap is definitely different from the Where No Man Has Gone Before scene. If we look at the set that is currently being displayed here, you can see that the ship looks more modern. Now, the set from Where No Man Has Gone Before definitely looks more dated than the one from the man trap, which obviously means this ship had gone through some massive refits. So for the producers and the executive of NBC to put these episodes in the order they did just doesn't make any sense. We have a more modern flow at the beginning of the series, and then 3 episodes later, we look like it's older, more outdated. When we go to the next episode, The Naked Time, we are suddenly thrown forward in the evolution of the bridge. It looks more modern, more up to date versus the previous episode where everything looked archaic. The time flow, the consistency of this, it just doesn't work. Does these set problems affect the episode? Not at all. Where No Man Has Gone Before, as far as I am concerned, is the best pilot that Star Trek has produced. Now, I like Encounter at Farpoint and The Emissary, and The Caretaker was good, as pilots go. But for me, Where No Man Has Gone Before is the best pilot. Now, as for the episode itself, it was well done. Kirk's dilemma with his friend Gary must have just torn him apart. Mitchell getting the powers from the barrier that just made him almost godlike must have been a frightening thing for Kirk to witness. Knowing that one way or the other he had to get Gary off the ship or kill him must have been seriously tearing Kirk apart. For me, the episode was fast-paced. It was really quick and enjoyable. The plot was it was good, and I just enjoyed every moment of it. While I did enjoy the original pilot, The Cage, I do agree with the executives at NBC is for a pilot episode, the launching episode for your series, it was incredibly slow and they needed something more fast-paced. But for NBC to decide to put the pilot episode, and they've even acknowledged that this was the pilot episode, in as the third episode in your series, just doesn't make any sense to me at all. The final conflict between Kirk and Mitchell, it must have been heartbreaking for Kirk to do this to Gary. This was his best friend, and he had to kill him. That just had to hurt. So I'm just curious, what is your favorite pilot episode from the Star Trek franchise? I'd love to hear your comments about it and why you think that pilot is the best one. So please drop those comments below and let me know. And until the next time, my friends, God bless.